Today, I have some big sisterly advice about entering college. I had graduated in 2022, so I would say I'm pretty seasoned in that field. I have some knowledge to drop. So grab yourself a drink and get comfortable because I have some advice for you. So let's set the mood. This is such an exciting time in your life. This may be the first time you're leaving home and maybe the first time you are being independent away from your parents. It's full of the unknown and endless possibilities. And it's such a great time to learn so much about yourself in the meantime. Hopefully, you got into a school you're very excited about. And if you didn't, that's okay too, because I went to a school that I was not particularly super excited about. But once I was there and I was around all those new people and I was in my classes, I was like, okay, I understand why I was placed here, and it's the perfect school for me at this time in my life. I went to San Francisco State University in California. But in other words, I know a lot of people who do get into their dream schools, and it's such an exciting time. And reward yourself for the accomplishment that you just did, because that's a big deal to get into a school you dreamed of. Good on you. So, round of applause to everybody. So, you're embarking on this new journey in your life. My first advice is to take it all in. This is the time to really learn about what you like and what you don't like. Learning about the things that make you you. Who is Brianna? Who is you? Like it's a time of just self exploration and saying yes to a lot of things, and then maybe saying no to those things that you found out you don't like later. It's about just seeing life in a new possibilities, because you're no longer at home under your parents' roof. You can spend your days, your nights, what you eat, what you drink, what you wear, everything is all up to you. You no longer have the rules of your parents, and it's a time to take care of yourself in this world for the very first time. And it's so exciting. Now, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer right off the bat, but college does fly by. It's a time of exploration and expansion. You're doing new things every day, you're meeting new people, you're growing and expanding your life with your brain and your mind, and meeting all these people and your experiences. It's helping you grow. So it does go by quick. But with that said, I'm just saying that so you take it day by day and you are in the present moment. Because even if there's hard days, even when you're missing home, maybe you meet the wrong people, this is a time in your life where you can make mistakes and get right back up without much consequence. It's a time where your only responsibility is school, really. And I know for me, I did have a part time job during school during this time, but being out of school, you realize how much in a little bubble you are of protection, of being in that environment, of not having many worries in the world. And I know maybe there are some people going back to school who do have kids, and that's a whole nother challenge on top of that. But college is really the place, no matter how much you have on your plate, of where you get to learn more about yourself and the path you want to take in life. I recommend that you learn as much as you can. Get informed about the different types of majors there are at your school. Be really knowledgeable about the path you are taking. Yes, you can change your major at any time, but when you go in feeling confident about the major you chose, you're going to have a fun time navigating through your classes. And when you pick a major that interests you the most, you'll be in classrooms full of people who are like minded and have the same goal in mind as you. And that's a really fun place to make new friends and learn new things about yourself and others, because you're around all these people who are like minded in this same environment where they're no longer where they used to be at home, and you all are there to grow and expand your lives for the better. It's a really exciting and really vibrant time. Experience as much as possible. If you want to join a club that interests you, join it. If you want to check out a job fair, do it. Schools always have things going on where they can immerse their students to expand their choices in life. I think this is one of the best things that colleges do, and it's the perfect opportunity. You're young, you're fresh, you're vibrant, you have your whole life ahead of you. might as well learn all the options that are available to you at that moment, because the more knowledge you have about it, the more you'll feel expansive and like you are in control of what direction you are taking with your life. Use this time to gain mentors, talk to your teachers, get advice from counselors. People want to help you on college campuses. They are there. That is their purpose for being around in your life. They are passionate about your success as a student going out into the real world. Maybe there are some teachers who are not, but most of my experiences with teachers is as soon as I ask for help, they are so happy to help. They want to help you. They want to mentor you. They want to give you the best advice because they know best. They see millions of students go through this every year, and they know what works, what doesn't work. And really getting to know your counselor to see what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, how you can improve in some areas, or maybe different areas that might interest you in exploring. These are all great. And if you open yourself up to the help that is around you, you will surely thrive. Don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone. When you're in college, all the ties of who you were back home are no longer there. It's like once you get to college, you'll realize things are just more easygoing. People are so in their own worlds, focusing on their own lives. It's not like high school anymore. High school is very clicky. Everyone knows what everyone's doing. Everyone's in each other's business. Teachers say, "Oh, college is going to be way harder than this." And let me tell you, it's not. Like college is the chillest place you'll be in your life at one point. Like honestly, like teachers don't really care that much. It's like you do your homework, you pass. If you don't, you don't. It's basically like you need to take care of yourself in college. You need to take the action, and it really trains you because that's how life is. If you want anything in life, no one's going to push you to do it like they did in high school. You have to push yourself to do the things that you want to do because no one's going to make you do it. So it's your responsibility to do those assignments, say yes to experiences, and learn as much as you can in this time. With that said, there's a whole nother side to college that we can't not talk about, the whole party scene and everything. I think it is important to experience that. It's an important time to experiment what you like and don't like, the kind of friends you like and don't like, maybe the kind of boys or girls you like or don't like. But just know this, if something feels crazy, it probably is. If something makes you feel uncomfortable, it's probably not good for you. You will know how you feel when you are in tune with your own self, and you'll know how to navigate situations better when you are in tune with your needs. Because of course, it's a new time. Everyone's out there trying to have the best experience while also catering to their future. And sometimes there's experiences that we may walk into or involved in that maybe aren't for our best good. So it's catching that when it happens versus getting way too far down the line that you can't get out anymore. And I know that's really vague, but I don't want to put any ideas in about college being scary. I think it's a great place to learn, but like with anything in life, you have to discern whether something's right for you or something's not. My biggest tip, because I had such an amazing time, is to study abroad. It's such an amazing experience. And at my school, they matched the tuition that I paid at school to the place I was going to study abroad. So that's a really great opportunity to live in a new country with zero responsibilities other than your schoolwork. When I did study abroad, I actually did get a job, but it was a part-time easy job. It was just studying abroad was the most expansive part of my college experience. I went to Brisbane, Australia, to Queensland University of Technology, and it was just the best time. My world expanded even more than it already had when I entered college. I met even more people who were like-minded like me. I had so much fun just being in a new culture, a new country. And yes, they speak English, but there's so many differences and beautiful things that Australians do that we don't have in the US. So it just opened my mind to a whole new possibility of life and showed me my true love for being in different countries and exploring different places and meeting people from all around the world. That is something I'm truly passionate about. And I think if you're scared to do it, that's a sign that you should do it, because anything that scares you, there's probably some growth involved in it. And that's the only way we do evolve, right? Everyone I've talked to, I don't know one person who's had a bad study abroad experience. It's just such a great freeing time, because not only are you independent from your family and everything you know, but that's just it. You're away from everything you know. The way of life that you do things puts you out of your comfort zone, because you have to learn a new way, a new routine, a new way of living that works for you, especially in a new country, and navigating and exploring. And it's like, you're young, please study abroad. It's such a great time to do it when you're young and in college, and you have the resources and your school helps you to do so. It's such an amazing opportunity. It's really important to try to branch out. Talk to people who maybe you normally wouldn't talk to. Be open to conversation with different minded people. That's really where you grow too, because you learn so many different perspectives. And it's like, yes, we're all there with one goal in college, to graduate with a degree, but what interests us and our own unique backgrounds are so different from one another. And there's so much you can learn from just your classmates in the college setting. Yes, you learn so much during lecture from your professors, but you can learn so much more if you talk to the people around you and get yourself out of your comfort zone and making a new friend in class. Being okay to talk to somebody that maybe is a little shyer in the class, or maybe the loudest person. Talking to different kinds of people will also help you learn more about yourself and who you are and how you show up in the world. And honestly, I learned so much from the people around me during college. It's just a bubble of learning. You're learning from your classmates, you're learning from your teachers, you're learning about yourself, you're learning about how to function in the world as an adult. It's such a beautiful time of expansion. And I just think that this is just a great reminder to see everything that there is. Because honestly, I didn't have this mindset. I just thought, oh, I'm going to college, I'm going to get my degree. But if I had, looking back now, more of the mindset of saying yes to more things, of trying like more clubs, more job fairs out, trying to build the mentorships, I would have had an even better experience than I already did. So that's my take on that. Really just enjoy this time in your life. Enjoy the flexibility, enjoy the independence. It's a great time of growth. It's not something that's going to last forever. So enjoy it while you're there. And yes, of course, there are going to be times where you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you don't feel like you're having a great time, but trust me, you'll get past it. It's called growing pains when we're going through something that's different or is not that we're not used to. It's totally normal to feel these things. And open up to a friend, be vulnerable, because I'm sure your roommates are probably feeling the same, maybe even missing home. It's totally normal to not have the time of your life in college 100% of the time. It's still a part of life and you're still going to ebb and flow, but just be kind to yourself in the process and really find that support when you need it. You are not alone, especially on a college campus. There's so many resources. They even have mental health support, physical health support. There's so much. And also take advantage of the gyms. I feel like college gyms are always super nice, and I wish I went more to mine. But, when I went to school, at least during college, it was the COVID pandemic, so I couldn't always get to the gym. Everything was shut down. So this is just a reminder that you're going to have so much fun, and it's such an exciting time. I know I'm posting this around like summer, so maybe, you haven't even started yet, but watch this back in the fall, or I hope this finds you around the fall time, and you're just going to have an amazing time. So embrace it. Tuning out. Bye. Thanks for watching.